San Diego and I got pulled over. It was June. Although it was summer, I remember the sky being overcast and it was cloudy. I got pulled over for speeding, over 10 miles. We were going to Comic-Con. We were coming from Phoenix, Arizona, and we got stopped just a little past Yuma, Arizona. Officer, I don't have my driver's license, and the registration is under his name because he's the owner of the car. All right, I'll wait. I don't see you in the system. You know, I could just take you to the immigration office right now to make sure that you are who you say you are. So why don't you just be honest and tell me the truth? Well, I just got married and my legal status is in limbo. They took me to the immigration office where they spoke to my wife. There's an outstanding ticket for failing to show an ID. There's a warrant for your arrest. I'm gonna have to take you in. You said your legal status was in process, but that's not true. You're still not a legal alien. The Yuma County Jail, the ICE officer, Immigration and Customs Enforcement asked me a couple of questions. How and when did you enter the United States? What year? What border? What port? What's your mother's maiden name? And your father is illegal? What's their address? What's their previous address? What school did you go to? Tell me more about your parents. I'll take all this information and make sure and verify if it's true and see if there's been any kind of paperwork to support your citizenship status. They kept on asking about my parents, which made me really uncomfortable given the fact that my father is still not legal. They kept on asking about them because I moved here when I was 4 years old. Then they took all my belongings, took my watch, my wallet, the loose change I had. They had me strip down, take a shower, gave me a jumpsuit, and led me to the other criminals. Criminals who were there for drug trafficking, domestic violence. You see, I was arrested on Thursday and I went into the Yuma County Jail on Friday. They were planning to send me to a detention center for illegals at Eloy, but given the fact that it was a weekend, I had to spend it in jail. 120 bunk beds, 240 people in one big multi-purpose room where we ate and slept. Mom, I just feel really angry because I don't feel like I'm a criminal. I don't feel like I did anything wrong. I don't feel like I should be here. Jonah, being angry is not going to solve anything. Keep your head cool, okay? We're doing our best on this side to make sure that you have a lawyer when you get to Eloy. Just pray. On Tuesday, we arrived at the detention center. They brought us there with a big van that was filled with barbed wire on the windows. They fed us, they took us in, stripped us down, had a shower, then someone saw us naked to mark out any tattoos or any kind of scars we had on our body. Then they gave us our jumpsuits and led us to all the buildings. There were 4 buildings. 1, 2, 3, 4. There were bunks and dorm rooms inside, filled with illegals from Latinos, Egyptians, Europeans, Romans, Turkish. Now, as soon as you walk in, a leader comes up to you and asks you who you're going to hang with. Are you going to hang with the Paisas or the Chicanos? Now, Chicanos are the ones who grew up here, and Paisas are the ones who crossed the border or had been here for a couple of years. Now, it was weird because nobody came up to me. Nobody talked to me for the longest time until they heard me speak Spanish. Eres Latino. We thought you were with a Turkish group. Room 217 on the second floor. I had a roommate for I was there for 30 days, and I had a roommate for the first 3 days, and he eventually left. He didn't really talk much. He kept himself, he didn't talk to me, he didn't really talk to anybody. Chang 217, roll it up. Roll it up. He was gone. Hermano, my roommate, he snores too much, no puedo dormir. Podemos hablar con el director and see if I could room contigo. Pues, Emilio, soy de Morelia. I came to the States 5 years ago. I live with my sisters in California. Mis padres, they're back home, we send them. I got stopped late one night after partying and I didn't have a license. I've been in Eloy for almost a year. Why don't I just go back? No hay nada para mí en Mexico. I'll stay here as long as I need to. If I become legal, but I am not going back home. Hey, no te llores, hermano, don't cry. Days were dragging on and on. When am I gonna leave? When I had doubts, I told myself that's not an option. I grew up here. I live here. My whole life is here. I've known nothing but the United States and its history. Which is kind of a shame because I know nothing about Mexican history. I got out August 17, and although I was tired and exhausted, I was ecstatic and I had this big old smile on my face. Patience. I learned patience in the end. Hermano, podemos, hey, can you put $5 in my bank when you get out? I put $20 instead.